The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Blackjack, a jackalope folk warlock.
I'm Kim Cross, and I play Beatrix, a Tabaxi rogue.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Twitch, a rat folk necromancer.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Zionsi, a spiderkin cleric.
I'm Gary Hester, and I play Billy, a Folsom fighter.
And I'm Connor Shenold, your DM. Join us now for Tales from the Wilds. After finding your seats along the platform that will lead you to the manor, you watch as Daisy plays a soft melody on her flute, and the butterflies she now commands flutter in a circle above your head as the platform begins to rise. Soon, you see the brilliant hues of soft pinks and yellows of the setting sun, and the once opposing black walls of Bleakburn get smaller and smaller as you ascend into the sky. Rondura, sitting next to you, Zionsi, leans over to whisper, "Thank you so much for helping me out earlier. I don't think I could have found my invitation without you."
Oh, it's no problem whatsoever. So, you're gonna get to, stay the night at the mansion?
Oh yes, I secured one of the guest rooms, like I normally do when I stay here at the manor.
That's fantastic. How often is that? I mean, obviously you seem like you get to help out the Duke.
Oh yeah, it's not too often. I'd say about every 6 months or so I get to stay at the manor. We go over what's happening in the city. I'm kind of his right hand in that matter of keeping track of what's happening in the city. I've got close ties to Rook, the detective. I don't know if you've met him.
Oh.
He kind of helps keep me informed, and now that Mallory's in here, she was able to actually help me prepare some of the city for a few things.
Well, not to be a gossip or anything, but have you heard anything about this Lady J?
Just a few things. I'm not entirely sure what's gossip and what is actual truth. I haven't met her yet. I'll be meeting her tonight, but she seems lovely from what I've heard.
Oh, that's fantastic. You think she'll have a place of honor here at the thing?
Oh, of course. I hear that Duke Bleakburn has already commissioned her painting to be made for when she is his wife.
Well, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'd love to meet her. I think we'd all like to meet her.
Certainly, yes. I think that would be a fantastic idea.
Yeah, from how I kind of know that Orbos has set up this evening at the manor, you'll probably get plenty of time to speak with her.
What can we expect tonight?
Lots of drinking, some dancing, mainly just getting a chance to know one another. Orbos himself doesn't throw too many parties. It's mostly saved for the city, but this one will be of utmost importance now that he is engaged. So yeah, just mingling mostly, I think.
I hear he's a little bit of a romantic.
Oh, yes. He reads so many romance books. As the sun begins to set a little further, you hear a loud cheer rise up from the city of Bleakburn. This high up in the air, you watch as something rushes real high up into the air, almost close to where your platform is, but located over the central of the city, and it explodes in a brilliant flash of colors that twinkle and display this huge butterfly design before dissipating. And it seems now the citizens of the city are celebrating.
Blackjack, these blue butterflies make me miss Jaska.
Why is that?
Because remember when we were tiny and everybody got drinks and Billy got super strong? Jaska turned blue.
Jaska turned blue?
Oh, yes. We all got different drinks, and some of them were very helpful and fun. Like, Billy got really strong, and Yote there could leap real high.
And I was resistant to stuff.
Oh. Yeah. Jaska's just turned hers blue, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was called an electric butterfly. I think I have an extra one if you want to turn blue. And he goes head into the bag of holding with just his little feet kicking up, looking for this potion.
oh, wow. Okay, Billy, why don't we save that for just in case? There, you never know. There could be a moment I need to be blue, and I would hate to have wasted that.
Okay. He throws it back in the bag. And it clinkles in the abyss.
Rising higher into the sky, the island gets larger until finally you're able to see the large manor that takes up most of the land. A large 2-story building, the manor is an imposing sight with its dark exterior and grand size. A large courtyard sits before the manor, filled with immaculate landscaping. The sound of the flute changes slightly, guiding the circular mass of butterflies to drift closer to the island. Once above solid ground, the platform begins a slow descent. When the platform rests fully against the ground, Daisy reaches the end of her song. The butterflies above disperse, migrating around to the surrounding flora, blue specks against vivid greenery. Welcome to Bleakburn Manor, Daisy says.
It's a pleasure to be here.
If you'll follow me, I will lead you into the foyer and into the grand ballroom. So she leads your way past some of the landscape that fills up bushes, trees, different parts of shrubbery, before you pass a fountain that seems to be the direct match to the fountain that was in the center of the city of Bleakburn. That same mosaic labyrinth design at the bottom with a pearl shooting out water from it.
Oh, this fountain is just like that other one we saw.
I wonder if it's modeled after, or maybe if the Skyland used to be part of that down below, like they ripped it right out.
Oh, I mean,
And then rebuilt the other one.
could be.
Or maybe they just copied one.
Well, yeah, that'd be kind of mundane, but, you know, yeah. Do you think there's a teleportation connection between the two of them?
Oh, that would be handy.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I think they would have used it to seem cool. Maybe the Duke just really liked the fountain down there and he wanted one up here.
So Daisy leads you to what appears to be the main entrance to this manor. The grand doors open up into a large foyer. Dark wooden walls stretch up 20 feet high with a grand chandelier hanging from the ceiling, casting a warm glow of light into the area. Before you against the northern wall rests a deep red curtain, and off to your left you see a grand staircase that curves up to the second floor landing. Daisy guides her group of guests to the red curtain before she turns to speak. Duke Bleakburn thanks all of you for making it to his engagement party. Behind here is the grand ballroom, where we hope you all have a magical night. Now, I must help Rondura to her room. I will be back to announce the Duke's arrival. Feel free to enter past the curtains when you are ready. The elderly Eladrin gives a polite curtsy before she steps away from the crowd and joins Rondura before the two of them depart upstairs.
So there's a curtain that we need to go into to get to the ballroom.
Yes.
All right.
It's a little disappointing they're not going to announce us.
Maybe it's on the other side of the curtain.
Right.
Well, it usually would be on the side where the people are.
Yeah, okay.
Beatrix, would you like to go first?
Yeah, the queen should go first.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so Beatrix will straighten her skirts and make sure that corset's aligned the way that it should be, get that mask on, and pulls back the curtain.
Parting the heavy red curtain reveals a grand ballroom. Unlike the dark interior of the foyer, the ballroom is bright and lively, filled with the sounds of soft music playing with the murmurs of people enjoying the event. Cream walls decorated with lush greenery line the four walls of the room. Well-dressed guests mingle together in clusters while a few dance in the center of the room. All of the guests don opulent masks and are dressed in finery. Women in large dresses, men in fashionable doublets, and others in decorative surcoats. Multiple eyes turn to watch as you enter before turning to look away, as everyone eagerly awaits the arrival of the Duke and his future bride-to-be. So in this ballroom, you see that the ceiling is just as high as the foyer was. However, the top is paned with glass that gives you a lovely view of the dark sky. Along the eastern walls, past the dance floor, there are 2 large tables. One that holds hors d'oeuvres, another holds drinking glasses. But you do see a few people who seem to stand out a little bit more from the crowd than the others. Closest to the entryway is a man with golden hair and skin with a peacock mask and matching attire. Weaving through the crowd with a tray held high is a white-scaled kobold with a simple black mask. Further into the room, by the catering tables, is a man with a bronze mask with a labyrinth design on it, who stands swirling a drink in his hand. Along the back northern wall, next to a harp, is a dwarf with a stone lion mask. Also along this wall, tucked into the opposite corner, is a woman in a solid gold mask, her arms crossed over her chest as she watches the crowd. So these people seem to be of a little bit more importance than some of the others that are in this crowd.
Do we want to split up or go together?
I think it'd be awfully suspicious if we all went together, but it might be better if we paired off.
I pair with Twitch.
All right.
If we're pairing off, then somebody's going individually.
Or a group of
Because
3.
so I'll go with you guys.
Okay.
Let's go.
You know, I've got to say, putting Zianzi and I together alone.
Oh no!
But
Too late, see you later.
We're going. All right.
Bye.
We're gonna
Be
get
back soon.
kicked. They're gonna get kicked out.
It's together again, just like old times.
I know. This is how it should have been in the first place.
Here's what I'm going to do. One person from Billy at Twitch and Beatrix's group, roll me a d20.
11.
Blackjack, Zianzi, someone roll me a d20.
Go ahead.
18.
18. Okay, so Zianzi and Blackjack, you will go first. Who would you like to talk to?
Just see the woman in the solid gold mask? Let's go that one. Hello, my name's Blackjack. This is my best friend Zianzi.
Hello, and I
Give a nice deep bow.
She's looking at you, but she's also looking past you, keeping her eyes on the group.
And what's your name?
Hello, I am Mallory Morgo. Nice to meet you.
Mallory. That's a very nice name. Mallory, where are you from?
I'm from Bleakburn.
All right, okay. Well, we're not. And I didn't think that not everybody here is from Bleakburn, I'm guessing.
Well, I imagine not. We wouldn't have this immense nobility in one town. It would get very confusing.
Right. So you're actually part of the nobility here in Bleakburn?
I am currently working, you could say.
Working how?
I am here on the behalf of my master, Rook.
Oh, yeah.
I believe he definitely mentioned to me that you might come talk to me.
Good, good. Well, yes, we got all dressed up because we are looking for a missing person. I don't know how much he's told you. How much have you been informed?
You're looking for your friend Jaska, and she reaches into a pocket you didn't know she had in her skirt and pulls up the picture that Billy gave Rook of Jaska.
Oh, yeah. That's from our friend.
Yes.
So,
I haven't seen her. I've only seen human-type creatures.
I noticed a minute ago, you were like kind of looking past us, looking around. Are you looking for her to see if she comes in, or are you on security detail?
I mean, you can do more than one thing at one time. So I'm watching the crowd, I am looking for Jaska, I am looking for information on this mysterious Lady J.
We actually think, this is just a theory that we're working on, is that Jaska is actually Lady J herself. What do you think about that? Is that actually even a possibility?
Do you have any evidence to support this theory?
It's all circumstantial, actually. But we understand that Lady J has arrived 7 days ago, and we lost Jaska 7 days ago. It is a bit of a coincidence, but also there's the fact that Jaska, just coincidentally, her name starts with a J.
And she's a girl.
Right.
It is a flimsy case at best.
Oh, completely. But if it's possible, we think it may be that Lady J is Jaska. So, that's possible. However, we've also been told that Lady J is a human.
You do know, although you haven't seen it, Jaska does have a human form.
Yep.
You know, Blackjack, whenever Yotes have that ability to go full human if they want to,
Right.
I wonder.
We've never really seen that.
No,
she's
she's
never really shown off that side, which
Right.
is fine because
Yeah.
I like a furry form.
Right.
of them.
It's always great, too, when she does the extra thing and she's like, and she
that's-
gets a little fiercer.
To recap, your friend Jaska went missing 7 days ago.
Right.
And her name starts with the letter J.
Yes.
She also has a human form.
She has it that you do not know what it looks like.
I'm figuring I would probably recognize her still. I mean, it's not going to be that far off from. I mean, we've been together for a few months now, so I mean, every day for the past few months. So I'm fairly certain that we would recognize her if we saw her again. So just keep an eye out. But if she is not Lady J, then she's still supposed to be somewhere in Bleakburn.
According to a tumbleweed.
No, according to a piece of paper that was given to a tumbleweed that I figured out in a dream state while casting message. I know, that doesn't sound right, but that is exactly what happened.
I know it sounds crazy, and Blackjack does this a lot, but I promise when he's talking really weird, it's always true.
That's right.
You know, as a detective, we are trained to look for evidence, and what you have given me is not great evidence, but it is not inconsequential. We will file this information away. It is possible.
Yes.
It is not probable, but it is possible.
Well, Mallory, if you do hear of anything, you can contact any of us, and you know all the rest of us, right? And I point out across the room, Twitch and Billy and Beatrix.
This whole conversation, she still has been kind of eyes glued to the crowd, definitely listening to you, talking to you, but keeping a lookout. Yes, and of course, in return, if you see any suspicious characters.
Right, what it is it's you're looking for?
Yeah.
There are a series of groups that move in the underground of Bleakburn that usually the Rook would be here looking for, but he had other attendances he needed to make, so I am here keeping an eye out for these groups. There are essentially two bigger groups. The Scarlet Thorns Gang is a group of wretched pixies who have been just stealing things, being mischievous as pixies are wont to do. And the Golden Vipers is a group of golden, some are dragonborn, some are kobolds, and they have been making trouble in major cities in the area. Thefts, murder, nothing is too much for them.
So the Scarlet Thorn Gang, these pixies, the Golden Dragonborn and kobolds, do you expect them to be here tonight?
I mean, you have this many very wealthy people in a room, and these thieves, they will take advantage of that.
Thieves would totally do something like that. Luckily, we have never had to face those people.
Right, I don't know what thieves do. I've never met one in my life.
Can I do an insight? You didn't give me her stats.
I did, if you scroll down to the bottom.
Scroll down to the bottom. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Let me give you my deception there of a
No, she rolled bad.
19.
And Zianzi rolled a 21 on deception.
Oh, of course, you don't look like thieves. You are very clearly noble people. And then dark look comes over her eyes, and she says, also, we are very concerned with rumors of the showrunner.
I'm sorry, the showrunner?
Yes. They are quite mysterious. We have not heard too much about them except that when they murder, the soul is torn from the body of the victim, and it's very bad.
Like a will-o-wisp? It's a very scary moment.
You know, the will-o-wisp is?
They rip your soul right from your body.
Right.
Kind of in a purpley swirl.
Yeah, my friend Zianzi was almost dead.
Yeah.
And they just pulled his soul out. Gone. Willy-nilly, didn't even ask. It was really, really embarrassing. But it's okay, because we had a cat, and the cat brought him back to life.
You understand that this story
I know.
wildly unbelievable.
We were only there to stop a beholder who was taking over the prime material plane after coming here from the Feywild. And this beholder was not the same beholder as the one who pretended to be a doctor. He took me over and made all my friends think that they were actually humans.
Oh, Blackjack, maybe if these showrunners are like into murder and separating the soul from someone's body, maybe Twitch knows something about them. Maybe he's heard of them before.
We should check that out.
Okay.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer.
I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
As Blackjack and Ziancy are off in the corner talking to Mallory Morgot, the apprentice of Rook the Detective, Twitch, Billy, and Beatrix, who would you all like to go talk to?
We go talk to Golden Man.
Okay, listen, we're undercover, more or less. So when we get there, let's just play it cool. Don't tell any outlandish stories of things that we've done, like how we've been to space, or bullets with names on it, or putting bread between meat, or anything like that.
Okay, I will let you take the lead, Mr. Twitch.
So, the man with golden skin and hair in the peacock getup, he is actually standing amongst another crowd of people, kind of making polite conversation with them.
We will do an awkward thing where we just kind of sit on the edge of the crowd and when he says something funny.
You are so funny.
Thank you. I wasn't sure that joke was going to land, but it's nice to see that it did. It is nice to meet you all, and he gives a little bit of a bow. My name is Marquise Abzul Lazuli. Nice to make your acquaintance.
I am Twitch von Grimfoot, High Justicar of the Ironwood Cemetery, and these are my friends.
I am Billy, Prince of Mudmans.
And I am Bee, the Pirate Queen.
Oh, a pirate queen. You must have the most fascinating stories.
Absolutely.
So you all must be from some of the outskirts of the Fae. I don't recall you being at some of the other parties.
Yes, very, very outskirts of the Fae.
Yep.
Right. But I mean, who would miss this event? It's a pretty big deal.
Yes, it's certainly exciting. And you see that he doesn't look a little pleased to be talking about the engagement.
Are you here for the fireworks? Because that's why I am here.
No, I'm Duke Bleakburn's best friend, if you will. I'm here to show support to him.
Oh!
If you would like to, Twitch, Billy, and Beatrix, you can roll me a history check.
Oh, 1.
And I rolled a 16.
16.
Beatrix, you don't remember this, but Billy and Twitch, you do remember that talking to Celeste in the tavern previously, she had mentioned that Marquise Lazuli had shown up a couple of days ago in kind of a fury. So it doesn't seem like he's very pleased that this wedding is happening.
Oh, so you are the best man, so to speak.
Yes, I believe I will be.
That is a very fancy job for a very fancy lad, like you.
Thank you.
That makes you a pretty important person, for sure. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here and to be invited, and I haven't even laid eyes on this lady.
I believe her name was Lady L?
Some letter.
Lady Q?
It's Lady J.
Lady J.
Lady J, that's
She was
right.
just sprung up on us out of nowhere. No one knows anything about her or anything. Just a surprise. I'm here. We're getting married.
Quite a surprise to us all.
It seems very, quick. Where I come from, there's a lengthy courtship ritual.
There's supposed to be, but it seems the two of them are more than happy to be rushing this.
Who introduced them?
It wasn't Daisy. Do you remember?
I don't think it was Franklin.
No, he's been out of the country.
I do not recall.
I can't say I know who introduced them either.
So how long have you known the Duke? Like forever? Are you like childhood friends?
Yes, you could say that. I've known him for several centuries now.
Oh, must not be easy seeing a close friend get locked down, as they say.
Ball and chin, if you will.
No, especially not in these circumstances, but I do trust that he knows what he's getting himself into.
Of course, he's the Duke, and I'm sure it'll be fine. You'll still see him, and you'll have your nightly, weekly games of cards or something.
Or something.
You know, I'm sure the Lord Ceos would not give Duke Bleakburn something he could not handle.
I myself am not a particular follower of Ceos, but Oribos does seem to be better now that he's gone under his wing, so to speak. Yes, I do imagine that Ceos is looking out for him.
Well, is it just me, or is that Loon a little weird?
Yes, Lewin has always been weird.
He seems so dedicated to Ceos that he tends to forget. He forgot the party was tonight. And have you seen him here? He said he was going to be here, but I haven't seen him.
He's standing over there, and he points to the figure in the bronze mask with the labyrinth mask.
Oh, I did not recognize him. You know, masquerade.
Yeah, it's more for show than it is to really hide anybody's identity. Oribos loves his themes.
He has a flair for the dramatic.
Very much so. Well, it was nice talking to you.
We thoroughly enjoyed this conversation.
I hope that you can enjoy the party.
I will try to.
It's gonna be okay.
You see his shoulders kind of slump a little. I hope so. Well, I must do my rounds. Got other people to talk to.
He gets out of earshot. I'll lean over to Twitch. Do you think he's like, he wishes he were Lady J? Mm-hmm. Is that just a me thing? At the very least,
there's a bit of that.
He said that his best friend is getting married. At the very least.
Of course, it's hard to lose your best friend.
Yes.
When you've been known him for centuries.
For centuries,
absolutely.
things are going to change.
I'm only 3.
You've had a lot going and you're 3, but yes.
That's what I'm saying. I can't imagine centuries.
When your best friend gets married, things definitely are different.
All right. Miss Yancey and Blackjack, who all would you like to go talk to?
The kobold.
Okay.
Who seems to be serving drinks. Is that what he's doing?
He seems to be like a waiter here.
Okay.
Tiny little waiter.
Pardon me, my friend here. I was wondering if I could get a drink from you.
He sort of just looks up and goes, hello. Yeah. Here's a drink. What do you want? I got some dragon scales. They're like chips, pixie puffs, kind of like a pastry, nymph's nectar, these skewers right here, eldritch rend, which are flumpshanks.
Did you say flumpshanks?
Yes, I did.
I didn't know Flumps had shanks.
I neither.
And then finally, our Enchanted Delights, which is a baked mushroom stuffed with cream and cheese. And for drinks, we have our Phase Delight, which is a mixed cocktail.
All right, tell me more about this Phase Delight.
It's very good, packs quite a punch, gets you right ready for the party. So what can I get you?
Oh, definitely the Phase Delight, unless there's something that you are wanting, Yote.
Oh no, I was gonna have one of those too. They're delicious. I start reaching out.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Is this alcoholic?
Yes.
You're not allowed to have alcohol.
Why not?
You can't hold your liquor.
I've got it in my hand right now. It'd be fine.
I know. Let me get that. I take it away.
Wait, okay.
Do you have anything that's non-alcoholic, like some juice or some water?
My favorite flavor of blood is red. Do you have any of that?
What? Okay, anyways, I can run to the back and get you some water?
Oh, it's okay. I got some of my water skin. It's okay.
Maybe a non-alcoholic version I can make up for you?
Oh, no, I'd be all right. I've noticed that your pigmentation is a wonderful white color.
Yes.
Does that mean you maybe have some ancestry in the north?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
What is your name?
Whitaker.
So, have you noticed anything suspicious around the party tonight?
I wouldn't say so. Everything seems kind of normal. I've been walking around giving people drinks. Everybody appears to have a good attitude. Except for that dwarf over there, he just seems kind of melancholy, but, you know, that's General Colane, and he's been strange. Other than that, everything's been kind of normal.
Noticed you're a white kobold. Have you seen any golden kobolds or golden dragonborn?
Can't quite say I have.
Well, listen, Whitaker, if you happen to notice anything untoward, and I'm thinking maybe about some pixies or some golden dragonborn or kobolds, you be sure and come tell me, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that seems oddly specific. But yeah.
Also, have you heard of anyone very suspicious called a showrunner?
A show? I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Well, what is a showrunner?
I have no idea.
Evidently, they take your soul, something you care about a lot, and just rip it right out of you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that to happen to me. How do I stay clear of the showrunner?
I'm not really sure.
You can probably tell he's kind of stressing a little bit. He's sweating. He's like, oh my gosh. I mean, I have to do my job, but you know, I guess I'll stay clear of anyone that looks suspicious. That's really scary.
I'm gonna take some dragon scales and some pixie puffs, and of course, Phase Delight. We thank you for your time, Whitaker, and you'll be safe tonight.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you. That's actually kind of the first compliment I've heard all night.
You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, the black mask with the contrasting with the white scales is really sharp looking.
White kobold in tuxedo, that's just amazing.
You all have a great night. If you need anything, just let me know. I'll be wandering around.
We'll do, Whitaker, thank you.
Which door is to the kitchen?
You're not going back there.
Well, I know, but I was just thinking for exit routes.
There's no exit to the kitchen.
Okay.
What is the nearest exit?
The curtain, right there.
That's the only exit?
That's your exit. That's how you leave. I mean, you don't go out anywhere else. I just rather not tell you the exits because those are mostly in areas where, you know, you can't really go. It's kind of private. So just try to stay in here.
Where? Okay, we're not going there. But if we were to go someplace that's private.
Blackjack and Ziansi, give me a perception check.
22.
Okay. Blackjack, you see both on the eastern and western walls, fairly close to the curtain that you guys had originally walked into, you do see two guards on both ends that are blocking people from being able to leave the ballroom. So there is more locations in this manor, but it seems like the guests aren't allowed anywhere than where they're supposed to be.
And so the curtain, is that like on the north side or south side?
It's on the south side.
On the south side. And two doors on east and west, but they've got guards protecting those doors. And where's the kitchen?
From the general layout, you see the catering tables are on the eastern wall. You would think that they would want to keep the catering tables fairly close to the kitchen so the waitstaff can just put more hors d'oeuvres out fairly quickly without having to go through a lot of crowd to get to the table. So it seems to be on the eastern wall.
Whitaker, thank you so much for your time, and you be safe tonight.
All right, I'll keep an eye out for that showrunner and the pixies and the dragon, the gold dragonborn and kobolds.
Yes, they are the golden vipers, is what I've understood.
I'm sorry, can I ask why you're looking for them?
Oh, no, because we're on a secret mission.
Okay, so it's you, the Spiderkin. Is there anyone else we should be aware of that, just in case?
Shh, it's secret.
Okay.
It's just the three of us. Just you, me, and Ziansi. That's all you gotta know.
Right.
We're like this, okay? From
Gotcha.
here on out.
Gotcha.
It's just the three of us. against the world, right?
I'd say so, yeah.
All right.
I trust you guys completely and utterly.
All right, go about your business. If you hear about anything, let us know.
Yep.
It's just like old times. That was fantastic. You totally charmed him. I loved it.
Yes.
So, Billy, Twitch, and Beatrix.
Can we talk to the little man now?
Okay.
Keep an eye out for any of those orders.
So since the dwarves are more down on your level, I'll let you do the talking.
Okay.
And I'll be on
Snack
Shrug
duty.
Beatrix snack duty.
I'm just saying, keep an eye out. I saw some kobolds walking around with some snacks. I can't reach them.
Okay, I understand what you're saying now. All right, if a tray
Where's the
goes by,
boards?
I'll grab something for you.
If
to
something
munch.
goes by, just grab
There we
me
go.
some snacks.
Now I got it.
And he struts over to the dwarf in the stone-lined mask.
So you see this dwarf has long red hair and a matching beard that is streaked with white. He is dressed like a decorated war general, and he seems to be staring intently at the harp that is enchanted to play music on its own.
I will approach and give a little salute and say, "Sir, I am glad to meet you. Thank you for your service."
What can I do for you, youngin?
I'm just meeting new people. I myself am a soldier, so I thought I would say hello, fellow military man, you know?
Interesting. So you are not just a pompous noble?
No, I actually won this title through a series of combats.
A little bit of respect for you. You already said you were a soldier. How long have you been serving?
Oh, only 2 years, but I'm 3 years old, so that's most of my life.
Yeah, I've been serving quite a while. Just one time with this dragon.
Oh, I fought a dragon too!
Fought a dragon?
Yes, I can fly, and I flew, and I fought the dragon with my mud sword.
Did it get away? Or I find them mostly to be tricky.
Technically, no. Now, I did not finish the dragon. My friend Jaska did. She is a mighty warrior, and this is her fancy bow. You would love to meet her.
I bet.
Well, how do you know the Duke?
Ulysses?
I only know him as Duke Bleakburn, but if you know his first name, you guys must be friends.
He's a great friend of mine. We go way back, centuries. We've been good friends, and, we used to serve together. I followed his rulership.
Oh, so you must also know that other guy, the Marquis Lazuli.
Yeah, Mr. Lazuli, he seems, I guess he's new. He's been talking with the Duke, but he's new. He hasn't been here for long. He seems kind of arrogant, kind of young to me.
Billy, roll me a history check.
I'm so confused. Only a 9.
Beatrix, Twitch.
Yeah.
You're also here.
You want the dwarves.
What am I rolling?
17.
History.
Yeah, that's just 5.
So, Billy and Beatrix, you have no clue. Twitch, you do remember that the Duke of Bleakburn's name is Orobos.
Yeah.
Celeste at the tavern did mention that his father's name was Ulysses.
So yes, upon that he will kind of position himself a little bit towards Billy and mouth the word Ulysses and twitch an ear and cock an eyebrow.
Oh,
Nudge.
you know Ulysses. That's not the groom, right? It's for,
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's putting it on.
But it is Orobos and Lady J. They're the ones getting married.
Orobos is just a child. He's quite young. Getting married already?
Billy
That
kind
can't be
of
true.
turns towards Twitch and circles one finger around his temple in a motion.
Insight. 4.
What are we inside?
Inciting. Because this guy seems weird.
13.
It's hard to describe. He's not saying the right facts. Like, Orobos is definitely an adult from what you've heard. From Celeste at the tavern, you know that Ulysses died a couple of years ago in some type of accident.
A couple centuries ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the fact that this general doesn't seem to be able to either maybe admit to himself that Ulysses is gone, or he doesn't know, something seems to be kind of up with that.
Ulysses, right. Our mistake.
Our mistake. You seem to be staring intensely at this harp. It's pretty cool magic, right?
Yeah, very beautiful.
I think we're gonna leave you to your trauma.
You don't want to hear any stories?
Have you seen the harp before?
Not specifically this one, but I've always had a love for that type of instrument. It's just so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I'd love to hear a story about Ulysses, if you have a good one. I have a few minutes to kill.
Well, youngins, I was talking about that dragon fight. This big, gnarly beast, blue scales, breathe this terrible lightning. It's so strange, it's all so long ago that it's almost vague. It's almost like the conditions changed as I fought. It's the sun beating down on me. I can remember Ulysses' face, his sweat pouring. And then all of a sudden rain would start falling. It was so strange, this changing of weathers on a whim. Then I remember us standing there victorious over the thing. I don't remember where the body went, but I remember us winning.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Wilds is Connor Shenold as Jaska and our Dungeon Master, Johnny Payne as Twitch, Kiri Hester as Billy, Kim Cross as Beatrix, Brooke Bullock as Zionsi, and I'm Michael Cross as Blackjack. The showrunner for Campaign 2 is Aidan Cross. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician P.J. Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of Monument Studios, Sirenscape, Describe.com, and TabletopAudio.com. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast provided by SD Way Gaming. You can find us at reddirtdnd.com. If you enjoy the new campaign of Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we travel farther into the wilds.
I hear he's a little bit of a romantic.
Oh, yes. He reads so many romance books.
Like what? You don't have to answer that.
Like Twilight.
Outlander.
Spiders and Sensibility.
So as the... Amazing.
Withering Webs.
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Do you think the flute was obviously controlling the butterflies? Do you think that's similar to the way you can, like, control your friends, Twitch? You know, you do the thing with the thing, like, grrr.
I do not think they were...
Just like that, yes.
Okay.
So were they or were they not butterfly zombies?
Well, that's not...
No, they're not butterfly
maybe
zombies.
they were dead from the beginning.
That was when they were in their
Zionsi, I think
chrysalis
it is
form,
time
and
for
then
us
they
to
changed.
shut up. If we want them to believe we are nobility, we should not say stupid things.
That's why I'm whispering.
Let's just you and me sit at the back of the group quietly.
I smell food. Anyone else smell food? I'm going to go over here.
So these people seem to be of a little bit more importance than some of the others that are in this crowd.
AKA the ones that Connor wants us to talk to.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And not the other random people in the middle
Ignore
of the
the 50 other people who are not important NPCs.
So we go to the ones with the exclamation points over their heads.
Yes. Do we want...
Gotta talk to each one of them.
Is there a woman staring out the window?
I am here on the behalf of my master, Rook.
Mallory! Darn it!
Mallory Margot.
Sorry.
Twitch.
Sorry. That's my bad.
Zionsi and Blackjack look at each other like,
I like a fairy form.
Right. It's always great, too, when she does the extra thing and she's like, and she gets a little fiercer. So I wonder if the human side is like, wah, 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 and then they're like a little softer.
Like a little transformer.
No, Transformers are... It's different.
Have you brought me...
I hear Michael's voice going, it's not going to sound like that.
Have you brought me any useful information?
That was a whole bunch of useful information.
Yeah, it's very useful. Can't you see the connections?
Okay, so...
Okay, hold on. Let me get my billboard out.
So-
Have you heard anything about red caps? being involved in any of that because we met some
Red Caps are very inconsequential, very low level. Nobody fights them. They would just immediately be murdered.
Okay.
Oh, of course, you don't look like thieves. You are very clearly noble people.
Right.
I'm an emissary.
And I'm an Earl Sandwich.
Oh, where is Sandwich? I have not heard of Sandwich before.
Ah, you've never heard of it. It's actually in the prime material plane.
It's a little country squeezed in between two others.
Wow. That's... Bottle cap.
Oh, a pirate queen. You must have the most fascinating stories.
Absolutely.
But she signed an NDA, so she cannot tell you.
Yes, Lewin has always been weird.
He seems so nice, but he's just got like horse girl energy, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
I do not know what you
Horse girl
mean.
energy? I know what you're talking about.
I know it.
There was an episode of Charles in Charge where they had a slumber party, and one girl was like, "Oh, you invited like Becky so and so, whatever her name was. She's so weird." And they're at the house having a good night. They open the door because they're looking for it, and she's in the bedroom, and she has brought her horse collection. And she has all these tiny plastic horses everywhere in the room, and she's like, and it's like, "Hey, you need to clean this up." And she turns and looks at them and starts neighing, and she's mad. And it's a funny episode, Charles in Charge. Charles in Charge is a show in the '80s that your parents
That
used
is
to watch
a
when you were
I love
deep.
that show.
That is
I love
a
that
deep,
show.
deep.
Was that your
Easter egg
reference?
Well, what is a showrunner?
I have no idea.
They don't sound that pleasant, to be honest.
Right.
Evidently, they take your soul, something you care about a lot, and just rip it right out of you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that to happen to me. How do I stay clear of the showrunner?
I would say, don't become an important character. That's when they can do the most damage.
That's really scary.
You're doing great. You're keeping your level of prominence down very low, so you're kind of like a non-prominent character. You're doing really great, and it should be just fine.
My name is Marquise Abzul Lazuli.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Connor. We'll let Connor reintroduce his character.
Show some respect. Cease and desist from
Sorry.
me.
Reset.
It's Red Dirt the musical.
Yeah.
Okay.